Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Vintage Story. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing awesome. Gonna start out today by saying something that I usually don't say, and that is if you guys are enjoying the series here on Vintage Story, be sure to hit that like button. But also, if you are enjoying the series, I have to say, I'm leaving a link in the description to Ashantin, and she has been playing this game for quite some time, has a lot of content. She tries to put out videos every once in a while. She's been putting out quite a few of them here lately. So, yeah, go check her out too if you're enjoying mine. I think you'll enjoy her videos as well. So, yeah, to get started here today, want to show you guys the Blacksmith now. So I finally got the roof put onto it, and I really like the way this thing looks. Now, it's not quite as tall as my house, but it's definitely got a slightly different feel to it, especially with the extra roof pieces on the sides and the little area here. You know, it feels a little different, and once we get the interior here done, it will look even better. But one thing is that I have completely run out of peat again. So I need to go out and gather up some peat. Now, before I do that, I got a couple of things to drop off here. So glass, I think I've been putting glass in this one. And then logs, yeah. Alright, so yeah, we got that. And also, for the loot that we got in the last episode where we went to the ruins, we have these 2 owl treasure chests and 2 storage vessels. And inside of them, I have all of the items that are kind of non-typical, like the cobblestone and the bricks. I'm not putting those in there. Any of the plant matter or stones or anything like that, they're just going in the chests over there. So here we have some bean-aids, music disc, bronze bracelet, wooden fence, a torch holder, gotta love that, metal parts, bamboo stakes, temporal gear. Of course, we got that by killing a drifter, some metal scraps, another stack of bean-aids, chairs, bookshelves, a bunch of sandstone related items, almost a stack of bony soil, some sandstone cobble skull, which I know Ashantin loves those cobble skulls, and then some more bean-aids. So yeah, bunch of stuff there that we picked up, and we have more of these groups of ruins that I can look at. So we are going to be heading out in this direction. Now, I know right in about here, there is another one of those big groupings of village ruins, whatever. And I think I am going to head up there and do something that I was recommended to do by Seraphim. And that is, take a chest with you. You know, if we run out of inventory space, it is better to put down a chest and waypoint that chest than it is to sit there and try to go back and forth and hope that you have the inventory space that you need. But obviously, it's getting dark, so I'm going to have to wait for daylight. I will be taking one of my wonderful crocks full of long preserved food so that I have something to eat, and yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. Well, this was a rather impressive place for the peat. So not only do we have the peat right here, but we have Terra Preta right here too. So that is very nice. And I think if I look off to the side here just a little bit, let's pull up the map. So yeah, we have some ruins up here. Okay, so here's the big area that we were looking at yesterday. So I don't recall where the other one is located. Maybe it's more off in this direction, or it might be further up this way. I don't recall. But yes, we have a lot of goodies here to pick up, so I had better get to it. So this rather odd-looking area on the mini-map here is actually a huge oak tree that goes down into the ground. But my god, that is one big oak tree. I really wish that we could plant bigger trees. I mean, we do have naturally spawned 2x2 oaks and 2x2 pines, and I would love it if we could actually grow those. Of course, I understand why it might not be a thing, because yeah, that would kind of ruin a little bit of the dynamic of the game. But I did come over here to the sandstone ruin, and we have a food vessel here. Looks like it's just going to be a bunch of grain in that one. But I have learned my lesson on these things, and I'm going to do some poking around here before I continue on. Because, yeah, the last thing that I want to do is be leaving loot behind. And, hey, there's some bony soil, some medium fertility soil. Yeah, I don't know for sure what all might be in here, but I'm going to just poke around here and see if anything presents itself. So this is a prime example of why you would not want to harvest part of your crop and leave the rest of it. So we have a whole gob of long grass that has grown up here, and I accidentally picked up the lily pad there. But also, so we can see now our nutrient levels are almost back up to maximum. In fact, the nitrogen is almost there where the turnips were. But this is the other thing. Every once in a while, horsetail will grow. So if you really need horsetail, you can just till a very large area of ground and just let it grow. And eventually, horsetail will grow. You can pick this stuff up. Now, I did decide I think I want to remove this little secondary path area here. You know, it just doesn't quite feel right. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull this all out. But I've been making several trips back and forth up to the northwest to get peat. And I've got a whole bunch of copper stuff up there that I need to mine. And tons of fire clay and all kinds of things. And so I think I would like to work on this path that runs from our house out this direction. Because I have to say, this area out here is ridiculous to go through. You know, we have this very swampy area, lots of little islands, and I have to sit there and island hop between them, and it's no fun. So, I am going to do a little bit of work here. I'm going to clear some of these trees out of the way so that I can finish mining out at least some of this blue clay. And then we're going to continue the path on here, and I think I may be doing some stuff with some cobblestone bridges. So maybe some cobblestone bridges with path blocks on top of them. I think that could look good. So yeah, I am going to get going on that. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm over here working on the path, and I saw a wolf puppy here. So I want to see if I can capture that thing. So I know that in reading in the wiki, the wolves cannot be tamed. But traders often ask for them. So I guess we probably need to be out here. So I don't have any clue how you would go about capturing one of these guys. But I do know that we have like a cage or something. So let's take a look at the cage, the wooden cage. Oh, we can only get those by breaking them. Oh, So how on earth are we supposed to get one of those guys? I don't know. Ah, darn it. Well, anyway, so many hairs. Stupid things. But yeah, I am making some progress here, so we can come quite a bit further down the path now. Mined out all of the clay that was underneath this, and then I'm just kind of filling in a little bit of stuff here and there. So like this here, I'm going to go ahead and fill this all back in. Fill it in. And then I think we're going to kind of head down through there. So yeah, I made up a little bit more path blocks, and gonna just go ahead and keep working on this, because I mean that's about all the more that I can do at the moment. So yeah, I am kind of sad that I can't capture that thing right now. I'll have to do a little research to see if I can figure out how you're supposed to catch them, because apparently you're supposed to be able to, if you're supposed to be able to trade them to the traders. But anyway, so yeah, what I'll probably do here is cut all of these trees out of the way, and then I'll go ahead and replant certain areas. Like this little knob right here, I kind of feel like it should have some trees up on top of it. But also, I just had a wolf chase me back to my house here just a little bit ago. So night was just starting to set, and yeah, that was where that wolf puppy came from. But anyway, I have plenty of saplings at the moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and chop these down. But it also looks like my axe is about to break, so yeah, I mean that's kind of a thing. And yeah, we'll want to grab as many of these as we can as well. And I suppose we'll just get rid of these red mushrooms. I mean, I can't figure out what on earth we would want them for, but yeah, whatever. So it would be really nice. Yeah, I was hoping that maybe we could replant the mushroom, but no, we can't. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and take those and toss them out there. But yeah, I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll see you guys after a little bit. Run, rabbit, run! No, not into the corner! No, no! Oh, and up on the roof. Well, got the first of many bridges that are going to need to be built here. And I think that thing looks great on the map. And if we look at it from the side, it doesn't really look too bad from the side either. So can we get a spot here to look at it? Yeah, maybe. So yeah, I put some oak fences in it for kind of rails. Put some polished half slabs on top, and the rest of it's all cobblestone. We've got several spots that it's being supported, so it feels right. And now we can continue on. And so this is going to have to turn abruptly off of the end of the bridge. And we're going to come around here. But I think I may fill this area in a little bit so that we have a little bit more gentle cornering here. Then we'll need to make another bridge across here. And then this space, we'll do a little bit of filling in these little ponds here, but then we are on to the main body of land over here. So yeah, just 2 bridges and a little bit of filling, not terribly bad. So that actually makes me pretty happy. So yeah, we have the beginnings of our path here. So I'm going to keep working on this, and hopefully we can get the path going quite a ways up into here, maybe past our B area or something like that. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Well, the path is coming along very well. I am quite a ways out here already, and I've done quite a bit of work with kind of forming the edges of the area, filled in a couple of ponds here, And I built out this little ridge, kind of make it feel a little bit more natural. I built a second bridge. This one's not nearly as big, but following the same style. Then we come around here, we're on the big bridge, and then we can just very quickly run back up here to the base. So yes, I am very happy with how this is working out. Now, of course, I have been killing tons of wolves while I'm building this, and so yeah, I've been getting the bush meat. I've been eating the bush meat, and also getting quite a bit of fat. So yeah, I'm getting my fat reserves back up here, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of firewood here so that we can cook this bush meat. But yeah, things are going quite well on this. Now, I did run out of copper shovels, so I went ahead and made some obsidian ones. Got a couple of them still there waiting to be made. But yeah, things are going really good. Now, I do have a lot of stuff up there to haul back. Now that we have this here, this is going to be so much easier. This was always the slowest area to get through because I'd be swimming and trying to climb over these little islands. And yeah, so this is very nice. I'm clear up to here at the moment. But way out here, we can see this is where I was working for the peat. And there's a couple of chests out there that are full of stuff. So I'm going to have to head up there and get that stuff now because I have no peat and I have some fire clay shingles that I need to burn. So the fire clay shingles, I've actually been making quite a few of those because I now have tons and tons of fire clay. So I couldn't find fire clay for anything before. And as you can see, these red dots now, this fire clay, that's fire clay. There's a bunch of it up here. And this fire clay here, I was actually digging that one and there was peat buried underneath it. So that was really nice. But I have way too much stuff in my inventory now. So I got to get rid of some of this. And I have to haul back a whole bunch of that stuff that is up along the area way up north, and I'll come back and we'll take a look at some things. So I have been out doing a little bit of mining just because I thought that I probably needed to, and I managed to find a vein of rich copper here that was quite good. So I got 64 plus 19 rich copper, but that merged into a vein of poor copper. And this is one of those too thick veins. So I've been sitting here digging this out, and then iron. Now it's poor quality iron, but it is iron nonetheless. So I do have my bronze pickaxe up at the surface, and I'll go and get that here in a little bit. But I think I'm going to finish mining this copper here first. Because, yeah, I need a lot of copper. But, is that kind of concerns me how much of an angle those have to them. But, yeah, I'm going to have to try to find, follow that iron vein and pick up all of that stuff. So I think I'm going to be doing a lot of digging around that, try to find all of those blocks of iron. But a good thing about that is I will be getting tons of rocks that I can use for making paths. So, I mean, it's a win-win for me. So, yep, I am going to keep digging here. See you guys in a little bit. So I have finally finished mining out all of the copper that was in this area. And what is going on with my frame rate? Wow. I am thoroughly confused here on this, but okay, there, something was wrong. But look at this. So 64 plus 19 rich copper, 4 stacks of 64 plus 30 of the poor copper. This was an incredibly rich haul for copper. And now we have all of this iron. Now, granted, this is poor iron, but it is iron. It is the first iron that we have found in this entire map. Now, one thing that I do think I am going to do first is to dig all of the overburden off of this, because as you can hear, there is lava around here somewhere. It sounds louder over on this side than it does over here. And so hopefully it's through that wall, but we can also see there are some stray outliers of iron that are not actually connected to the main vein. So I am going to want to do some digging around here to make sure that I get every bit of this, because these copper pickaxes, I can make tons of those. But yeah, iron, I need iron. So I'm going to keep digging. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, I have actually used up all the pickaxes that I took over there with me. Well, not the bronze one, but I've used up all of the copper pickaxes I took over there with me. Now, I have been doing a little bit of rearranging here and decorating. So I have my forges set up over here like I did before, but I've added some stuff around them. Still need to put the roof or the ceiling above. The chimney above the forge there, so that looks good. I've also moved my anvil over here. Got a couple of little stacks of copper ingots, and I'm trying to make these kind of random in how many ingots are on each pile. Then I've got some tools on the walls here, some shears and a chisel, and these look like tools that would be used by the smith in making things, even though the shears, yeah, not so much. Then I have my hammers over here, which is great. And then inside I have put a lot of tools on the walls. So I've got hatchets, shovels, pro picks, extra swords, saw, hoe, my bronze picks, and my copper picks. Now I could just take these 4 copper picks back with me, but, you know, I might as well melt some copper down. You know, it is really nice starting to see those piles of copper ingots building up there. And I have not brought any of the copper from that mine back yet. And we still have all of this. So 64 plus 42 of rich copper and 64 plus 9 of bountiful copper. If I were to smash all of this down, it would probably not fit in this chest, because the 64 here alone will make 7 stacks. So that's enough to fill everything and its own spot. I guess those can go together. And this one would make 5. And yeah, lots of stuff there. You can see I'm up to 3 copper metal scales. That is going to take a while. But the gambeson armor seems to be doing pretty good. And that's the wrong button. But it has taken a little bit of durability damage, not a lot. So this stuff could last for a while. And we are starting to get a little bit more of our flax fibers. And you know what? Let's go ahead. I was going to try to save the flax twine for whatever, the windmill blades, but you know what, I could really use a bit more armor. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this. Looks like I'm wearing pajamas. Oh yeah, it looks like I'm wearing pajamas. Oh, that is hilarious. So yeah, I am going to continue to mine out the stuff above the iron, which, by the way, that iron vein is huge. So that is very nice. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. And more rich copper. Jeez. But yeah, look at the size of this vein of iron. I mean, it goes way up there, goes way down there, goes over there. I think I'm only about halfway through it here. So, yes, there is a lot of iron here. That makes me feel good. But then more copper. So, yeah, I suppose I'm going to pause from digging out above this iron so that I don't forget this copper. And, yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Oh, wow. Even with my additional armor, that Nightmare Drifter killed me in 2 hits. I mean, literally, he hit me. I realized that he was there. I smacked him like twice with my sword because I was in a corner. And he hit me again, and that was it. Jeez. Well, I suppose I better head back over there and grab all my stuff. And I'm going to have to take an extra sword along with me. Now, question. Yeah, I've noticed this. So the armor actually stays with you when you die. So that's kind of a weird thing. But, yeah, I'm going to grab another sword, because that other sword was just about broken anyway. And I'm going to head back down there, and, yeah, I got all kinds of tools here, but, you know what, let's grab a couple of these pickaxe heads, because, this is taking a lot more digging than I anticipated. This is such a rich area of ore that I'm just kind of dumbfounded by how much stuff I've been finding. We're going to probably be in the order of 4 stacks of rich copper by the time this is all said and done, which will be absolutely great. And I have no idea how much of that poor hematite we're going to end up with. But I did build a little shack up here on the surface just for a little bit of additional protection. And I thought that I was doing a pretty good job of lighting up the area where I'm digging out the hematite, but I guess not. So yeah, we have a Nightmare Drifter to deal with, which is the worst ones of all of them. And a lot more copper to mine and a lot more overburden to remove from our iron. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. Whoa. And I just crashed the game. What? What did I just do? Okay. I have no idea what I just did. But yeah, I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Be sure to check out Ashantin. Link is in the description, and I will see you next time. Bye.